Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We got some MVG darts from Winmau for you today. These are 85% tungsten, so a much different tungsten content, and obviously the darts may be a little bit thicker, but what I think we'll do is we'll go and head on over to the board and have a closer look. Okay, so we're over the board. We got some Michael Van Gerwen darts from Winmau. Obviously his lovely sort of green colour that we like to see from him there. Picture of him and a nice big one there behind as well. Window showing the 3 barrels and obviously his signature like greeny stems in the small window. We've got the 25 gram and obviously the Winmau logo. Over on the back we got some information about him there. A nice image of him and signature. Name up at the top with the Winmau, and these are 85% tungsten, precision engineered, onyx coated and match weighted to 0.05 grams. Safety information and barcode down the bottom as well. Let's get the darts out, have a closer look. Okay. So, comes in this EVA foam insert. The colours really stand out against the black. Obviously, we've got the MVG design stems there. These are the quite long ones. His new sort of design flight there with the MVG down the centre. And obviously the striking black onyx and green inlay. 3 darts there with his MVG logo. And the point protector, rather than having a Winmau, you have an MVG point protector, which is a really nice touch. Let's get them out, have a closer look. Starting at the front, as with most of their darts, we have a standard black coated point before we go into the rounded ball nose, which gives us about ½ centimetre before going into the deep conical cut yellowy green grooves separated by a single black ring before going into his regular sort of grip where you've got the 3 grooves in between the 5 rings. Then we go into a wide smooth section before repeating the grip pattern with 2 areas there, standing with 2, 3, 2 of the yellow grooves, and then obviously the 2 5-ring sections in between. The PVD coating actually makes it feel a little bit smoother than the standard tungsten sort of dart. Obviously we've got the MVG etched there and Winmau up at the back. It's a good parallel dart, obviously 85% tungsten, so a little bit wider than normal. And these are the 25 gram, which are 6.8 millimeters in width, and they are 50.8 millimeters long. So quite standard sort of ring grip pattern. Nice sort of feel to it, not overly grippy, but I do like the fact that they're starting to bring some of the players' darts out in 85% tungsten. I myself like a slightly wider barrel sometimes, so it's nice to have this sort of ring grip pattern on a wider dart, whereas usually with the players' darts they'll be like 90 or 95% tungsten and gives you a really thin dart for extra grouping. But yeah, what I think we'll do is we'll go and head on over to the board and we'll see how they go. Okay, so we're over in the dart room. We've got some Winmau darts. We've got the MVG 85% tungsten darts. Always great to see some players' darts come in different tungsten weights and different weights themselves. So these are a little bit heavier at 25 gram. I'm used to something a little bit lighter, so I'm going to have a couple of practice throws just to get used to them before we go into our practice routine. So let's see how we get on. Oh, 140. Starting off nice and straight, which is really good. Oh, and another steady ton as well. We like a good steady ton. Well, they're definitely flying okay. The weight isn't making too much of a difference to my throw, thankfully, so let's go straight into our 201 practice routine. Game on. $100. Nice steady ton to start. 101 left to get. 49, we've left ourselves 52. Or a little bit of double trouble at the end, 32 scored, leaving ourselves 20. And in 2. Not the greatest score in there. Started off nice and steady though. I reckon if we swapped up the setup, I'd play a little bit better, but I'm liking the fact that with the 85% tungsten, they are a little bit thicker, so for some people, that's going to be a big plus. So let's go have a final thought. Dear oh dear, I didn't do fantastic. I ended up doing it in, I think it was 11 darts. I started off with a nice steady ton, but had some really bad major double trouble on that one. The darts themselves felt really good. Obviously they are centre weighted and it's got standard type of ring grip on there. Being 85% tungsten, they were a little bit sort of like thicker, but that didn't really contribute. I just didn't play as fantastic as I usually do, unfortunately. The grip on these aren't deep or anything, and there's no sharp corners to catch on. I'm going to give them a grip rating of 2. It's not a massive grip area, but whether you're a front, rear or mid gripper, there's something for everyone on there. And as they are 85% tungsten, the price point's going to keep down, so it's an ideal dart whether you're starting out or something to just try before you move up to some of the more expensive darts. The weights in these are 23 and 25 grams. It's not a massive range, unfortunately, but as they're 85% tungsten, that works out to be some of the best weights really, so they're not getting too thick or they're not getting too long or anything. So again, it's something that's more of a personal thing. Obviously if you're looking for really light darts, you are going to be better turning up and getting some of the 90 or 95% tungsten versions, but overall they're a really good dart. Price point is only £39.95. Absolutely fantastic price point. Yes, they're only 85% tungsten, but again, you're getting a player endorsed dart. They're a nice looking dart, and like I said, it's a nice decent ring grip that's going to suit the majority of players, especially with a centre weighted parallel dart. If you've got a set, or you're looking at getting a set or anything like that, head on down to the comment section and leave us a comment. I try to get back to you all as soon as I can, and hopefully I can answer some of your questions. Head over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv. There's lots of reviews, articles and everything on there, even some other Winmau and MVG stuff over on the reviews page. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick notifications. We've got lots of reviews coming up in the future, and as always, come back, check us out again soon. Bye.